DIZEEZ, get down! We are the DIZEEZ! Oh! Here's Zach's fucking guitar! 1, 2...
Hey guys, I'm Rex from Uncured, and you're watching Uncured Behind the Scenes. I started writing Terminal when we were on tour with Bodum, I think. The first riff when the song drops was the original way that the song started. I was hanging out in Zach's room once. He was trying to go to sleep, and I was like, Zach, I need a good riff. So he sang that for me, and I was like, oh, sick. And threw in a couple of the runs, and that became the verse riff, which is kind of the riff that the whole song was built around, even though it was one of the last riffs that was written, I think.
The experiences we've had from other tours and going, here's what works live, here's what doesn't, and that's what Terminal was sort of born out of. So you created this groove in lead that was sort of based on the idea of here's what the crowd's going to eat up, and here's what's just going to get people moving.
When we came into the studio to record Terminal, we made it our sole objective to capture all the live energy of an Uncured show into a studio recording. Rex and I are sponsored by Schecter Guitars, and they've been very generous with us. They sent us a few ones for us to bring into the studio, you know.
Yeah, for the purposes of tracking the song.
As well as our old ones that we've been playing for a while. And we thought we knew all the intricacies of the guitars very well, but in a studio shootout environment, we found a lot of the results surprising.
First and second, again, you could tell the difference at the pop. Anyone want to vote?
I consider is also the second one is a lot easier to play. This guitar is a lot easier to play.
But that was the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that on the rhythm guitars, we shot out this 8-string C8 Hellraiser hybrid. What is this? Ultraviolet versus the Trans Black. I personally thought this guy was...
guitar.
Yeah,
exact same.
I thought this guy was going to win, but we threw in a little wild card. We put an 80 on the bottom instead of a 74, which is what he normally plays, because that's the way that the guitar was shipped to us. So we thought that a lower gauge string mean heavier tones, right? But
right.
Apparently it
even though on riffs when we didn't play that string, the exact same guitar, just that the Trans Black one sounded a little bit better.
It had more clarity and more tightness on the bottom, but you know, still enough sizzle to pop right through the mix.
Oh, he's on reverse. Man, are you guys fucking
I like the first
deaf?
one.
Yeah,
First
one in that case.
The current one, which is still new, is the one that won. I don't think we need to waste a lot more time. I'm happy to choose this.
Just go to it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to be a whole discussion. There's no brainer.
Yeah.
What just took place?
Did a little shootout. Did a little collaboration action. Like as they say in the modern age, a little round table talk.
Right. So could you maybe say something? Oh my God. And that captures it.
A little round table
talk. Okay. As they say in the modern times. Actually, that was in medieval times.
I was gonna say,
like medieval. All right, good. Let's start tracking.
For guitar takes, to capture the live feel, we just recorded sections end to end.
We just showed up. Just plug shit in. Take one. Here we go.
Right. Got here 5 minutes ago.
You want to hear that back, Zachy? Here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God! Nailed the downbeat though.
Not even.
That's the first take of this fucking song, which is the first take of this whole album.
Let's get one more.
We made the decision to pan guitars hard left and hard right as if we were playing them on stage. So my guitar is panned 100% left and Zach's is panned 100% right. This way it kind of opens up the sound spectrum, but also emulates the way that it sounds when we play live.
That's good.
I'm gonna get some chicken.
All right, that was good. What do you think of that one?
I think it was pretty good.
All right, cool. Let's keep going.
Uncured.
Yep, another day in the studio. Well,
All right, so. Those chords. I totally forgot it.
that was pretty good. All right, let's act to it.
Zach.
Let me get out of this.
So it's just a two-measure pick slide. Two measures. Just solo the click and have him go. Wait, 2 measures actually?
Yeah, and then he'll do it again.
Maybe just try one measure. I actually like that better.
That
when
last
you go
one was pretty good.
That only covered this much distance, right?
Here's the last one.
Let me do more like that.
All right, good.
So everyone in Guitar Center is doing pick slides. Let me try some different pickups actually.
Try your pickups now.
I like that. We wanted some sense of melody to carry over some of the sections of the song that were more based on rhythms. So Zach was showing me some cool patches that he had worked on, and I said, well shit, let's incorporate this into our song. So something that was unique about the way this song was written, it was kind of based almost all on rhythms and riffs prior to any of the melodies. And once Zach had showed me, the clean tone that he described and the primary tone, we decided to come up with a melody that would fit the rhythmic structure that follows. So it kind of outlines the chordal structure, but also it indicates what the rhythms do for the entire song.
Wow, that was a long way to go. Next guitar.
Actually, give me 4 measures prior so I can try the dives. One issue with this guitar is it's not great for the dives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said before, this is my signature on-stage move. You bust this shit out and everyone knows you mean business.
I remember you did it at the Riot Room right before.
Did the Riot
We were
Room?
ready to start.
I definitely did it at the Shaka's. That was when you lost your whammy bar. Mm-hmm. I like how there's no, what do we do on this guitar? It's just tone, volume, up, up.
At that point, the only thing that I had really heard was that bouncy riff that you hummed to him and the breakdown that was really heavy. And then he just hits us with his video. He's like, it was one of the, it was awesome because it was one of those things that's like, yeah, I think that this might work over that one riff or something like that, and just this.
You came out with the solo. I was like,
holy
just put this together.
Just find the screen cap of that and just But it was impressive because it was just like you did it over the reflow that you had been writing and you just videotaped it, on your phone.
I think the first one I sent you guys was 20 beats away from the full tempo because I couldn't play it yet.
Right, but then
And
you progressively got it faster and faster
yeah.
and everything like that. But it was impressive at that tempo, and it's even more impressive at 181.
There were a couple things different
Right,
about the
yeah.
video that I sent. Like in the first segment, I think I used to play it with my middle finger the whole time, and I would tap and slide. But nowadays I do the first tap instead of
I do remember that. Yeah.
Remember, because then
When
especially
you first showed me it, I remember the slide on the high E string.
yeah. So I mean, at this tempo, a whole step slide doesn't sound as good as like an articulated hammer pull.
Right,
thing,
right.
As far as notes goes, it allowed me to play around with sevenths and ninths and basically changing them by I guess moving them down a half step when I go up the octave. So basically, one scale, when it's down the octave, might have a major second, a natural second. But when you get to where it would be a ninth, I like to move it down a half step, or a seventh, move it up a half step if it's in a minor scale, so that across octaves you don't have chromatic notes, but you're introducing, like B and C, and maybe you're playing C sharp on top to avoid that.
When we first entered the studio, we needed a whole new drum kit because our old one had already been through I think 100 something shows. So we wanted something fresh to work with on the new album. We ended up going with the DW Performance Series drum set. That's a maple kit. And we worked closely with our friends in Sabian to get a wide range of AAX and HHX cymbals that offer a darker tonality but still keep all that high end we love to have in our album so much. We spent about a week just shooting out different microphone techniques, placements, head choices, and even EQs and compressions to see which tones we liked the most. And the funny thing is, when we were playing around with presets, we ended up going back to some of the EQs we used on our album Medusa because they translated just so well to this new drum kit. Yeah, I definitely like the AE3000 much more.
Yeah.
It's an interesting sound.
Now, the approach for all of this recording was based off of our live experiences.
Right.
So you'll notice there's a few things, keeping the resonant head on the outside of the kick drum.
That was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, and it allows that pressure inside to really kick, and it makes it sound more like a live experience than just a studio recording.
When we set out to record Terminal, one of our goals was to capture the intensity and energy of an Uncured show. And what better way to do that by writing a song based off your prior year of touring and then honing it even further by playing it on 2 more tours.
Ready?
Until rolling.
Rolling.
We are consumed by our world sickness. How does it feel to be off the disease? Get down! We are the...
As a drummer, I have the option to create 1,000 different drum grooves that'll all fit to one guitar rhythm. So when we started playing this song live, I still hadn't had time to explore all these options. So night to night, I would always make a note to change 1 or 2 things on the kicks, on the snares, even down to fills like the ghost notes and certain cymbal hits. And I quickly found that over the course of playing these shows, I was refining what was sounding best with all the other members of the band.
I thought we were gonna be putting those on the 3s. What?
We can try that. That's just what I play live.
Okay, let's try it on.
That's what we did live.
Oh, because I counted it, right? Yeah, let's try it on the 3s. Just Liam, we need to decide if I'm gonna say the 1, 2 in the record, because if I do, you'll do it the way you do it live, right?
Well, hold on. When is it hear Zach's fucking guitar? Is it this one or the next one?
It's this one. So if you guys play it back, I'll just say where I always said it.
Okay.
Here's Zach's fucking guitar. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, when you're going ha, should Liam on the hi-hat pick up the last 2 eighth notes for and?
Well, I think Liam's gonna be doing that cat-to fill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have something on the 4 and the end.
Yeah.
All right, right on. Okay, let's
And
do that.
Liam, I could almost hear that being more of a 16th based fill than an 8th note fill. So let's just try that when we're throwing things. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
I think that's more zazzy.
Zazz.
And maybe on those kicks, could you do one of them as 16th note triplets?
Sounds like you can.
Last 2 hi-hat hits, I can hear splashes on that. Psst, psst.
Guitar. 1, 2, 1. Yeah!
There you go.
Let's keep track of how many times Liam hits himself.
That's 2. Liam, can you maybe do that on
On the drums?
on the
It's definitely difficult being in a guitar-driven band just because you have to tone down your drumming and your bass playing to make sure it's all matching up with what they're playing. So even though you may want to put in this massive fill or this larger than life groove, it all has to fit within the context of the song. And in that, you end up with a better final result.
The only way we could get the micro is if we had about 6 other toms, and then it would perfectly.
I've never got that one on there.
Right. I totally like that. Does silence become the better live drama?
I'm thinking that because we always had an issue bringing out the bass in that part.
I never heard it live. I never heard that amazing bass part live.
Me neither.
There was one particular instance playing live where at the end of the clapping section I would always play this massive 16th note triplet run down the toms night after night, and I knew there was some bass line below that was helping us transition into the next section. But when we got into the studio and I was able to actually really hear what he was playing, we were recording drums and decided, hey, let's try this fill. No, let's try this fill. And we ended up just taking it out completely because we were stepping on this amazing bass line John was doing.
This is the end! Come on! Big fucking groove is coming! This is the end!
Night after night playing this song live, we were able to be that much more prepared for it and create a song that really caught that vibe of that live nature.
All right, here we go. 3 or 4 times in a row, please. Take one there.
Come on, bitch. The other thing is, the first rhythm is just 8th notes, so I would suggest you play it as hammer on. Right, you're playing da da da. There's no other rhythm. It's just 1 2 3. Yeah, but you're playing like 1 2 3 1. It's just 1 2 3. That's gonna sound very good with the guitars.
I have my Ibanez SR-C6 equipped with the tone capsules, which is a preamp that Darkglass makes, and that feeds directly into my Darkglass front end, which is a B7K Ultra that feeds into an Alpha Omega, and then into the Microtubes 900 amplifier out to the front house. This note sounds a lot better than that note right there. Might have like less low end, but it's got more. And the only reason I was doing here is so to slide up to it, because you can't really slide up on that string. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
We'll give you
but
the
I
option
think,
of it.
Yeah, okay, so you just want to track it that minimal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If that's
More attack. Yeah.
It was this fun little passage that I do. It's kind of like a kind of a Death Slayer-esque kind of vibe. But it was one of those things that was getting completely eaten up by the drums, so we chose to take it out just to kind of let that little passage shine.
Nice.
That one was like perfect.
Awesome.
Here we go! We are all just waiting to die as we play the process that you decide. Try to restart the human race. We don't deserve to suffer this pain. I don't really care about anything that you do. I'm ready to justify yourself. Fucking mess up my life. In the end of everything is what we're since you were uncured, you're here today. Where will you take my advice? Change your life into misery.
The lyrics of Terminal were much more integral to the song, and in fact we even built the song in conjunction with writing the lyrics and the lyrical cadences.
Yeah, like if you're listening to a normal Medusa song, I'd say maybe like 30 to 40% of the song has vocals, while with Terminal it's like 75% of the song has vocals.
Yeah, well,
and
it's
that's
centered on the vocal.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't done before. Check. Hey. Check. Yeah! I think that's good.
One more ought to do it.
Condemned to die. Tashiwara! No. Tashiwara Uncured! Condemned to die!
And let's do one final one and be done. And corrected, don't bend it upwards. Needs to be corrected straight, not corrected. We are a disease! We are infected! We are a mistake! And it needs to be corrected! Alright, let's move on, Zachy Z. Good job.
After playing however many shows we did, over 100 by now, on North American tours, our voices have improved so much from last time.
We are much more experienced as vocalists and I guess as recording artists as well.
Right.
Alright, we're gonna move fast until you slow me down.
I am the catalyst of volatile action! How does it feel to be called the disease? Get down!
From 2 measures after where you started it from, because I need to do "We are the DIZEEZ" as like a mid-high.
How does it feel to be called the disease? We are the disease!
We're recording Terminal now based on our experiences of playing that particular song live, since we've never had a chance to try out new music in a live setting until this song. So we're keeping a lot of the things that we naturally say on stage in the vocal parts. For example, it captures the energy of a live show into a recording that you can listen to anywhere. Personal favorite line that we kept in for the recording is "Here's Zach's fucking guitar,"
Which is inspired by Pantera Live when Phil says, "Do you hear Rex's fucking bass?"
Yeah. So we thought that was a cool little tidbit because I'm Rex. That's Zach. And so on.
Here's Zach's fucking guitar!
One of my favorite moments is when Rex counts the audience in. Now he's in the vocal booth by himself. I'm watching him across the room, and he's gesticulating to a wall as if he's in front of 1,000 people.
Here's Zach's fucking guitar! 1, 2...
Like Rex added some super low, almost slam type
Gutturals,
as well as the pterodactyl highs. And we've both been pushing our middle ranges and just improving overall.
When will you? When will you?
This is my favorite part.
To bring down the revolution! When will you realize?
I think you should split it into 2.
When will you?
One second.
You are all! You are all! When will you?
Except I have the lyric sheet in front of me, and I have no idea what you're saying.
I think it does.
I think it sounds good, but this is a serious question. What's the first line? Are you saying "end this disease"? That was, for what it is, that was a good one.
Terminal's a darker song than what we were trying to accomplish in Medusa. We wanted to step away from what Medusa offered musically, but also lyrically. So Terminal's a song that's about the regression of humanity. More and more people are depressed, unhappy with their lives, and this song is about the anger and lack of content that those people feel. So, taking a look at the chorus, on that goes, "We are a disease, we are infected, we are a mistake, and it needs to be corrected." Oh. It's like a double entendre. There are certainly positive and negative implications ways you can associated interpret with it. I mean, the first of which, the negative one, which is
Right.
seems to be more apparent, is "We are a mistake and it needs to be corrected," which could just mean your death.
Like the name of the song is Terminal.
The eradication of humans or humanity.
But actually, it's saying that there are many other solutions as opposed to like more drastic ones. So another one of the lines is, change your life and your misery, ow, which is actually probably the most positive line in the song, but it still gets across that no matter what is going on, there are ways to improve your situation.
Does it feel to become the disease?
Yeah, high five.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Want to get? Are we done?
We are done. Let me
Nice.
start saving this baby up.
Is solo?
I mean, the whole idea of Terminal is taking that live feel that you get when you're at a concert and putting it right into the song. So the clapping bit, it'll be right in the song. The same things we say live will be right in the song. So the whole idea is that you
know
have
exactly what to do before
you have an instruction booklet of what to do when you
exactly.
go to the show. But you still get that same feeling of listening to the song going, yeah, you feel like you're front row at that concert.
I am the catalyst of volatile action. We are consumed by our world sickness. How does it feel to become the disease?
So after playing this show, fuck, let's go into Rex blooper reel. We did a guitar shootout between.
We didn't know, because we do know our shit.
Whoa, we want trying out different things that I wanted to say to the crowd to emphasize different sections of the song, and from front to back, it's.
You want to find a tonality that's going to complement the song.
You guys are in a race at this point. So again, Rex, is it
Did I win?
Are they 8
You
or
did.
5?
But when we got into the studio and listened to everything, we realized some of the options were not as what we might have thought they would have been.
As what we might have thought they would have been. Yeah, if we could get enough material.
So Rex, what's going on here today?
About to do a little tracking. Fuck!
So Rex, what are we doing here?
Shootout between this guitar and the one that Zach's playing.
Could you? I don't want to edit anything. Could you deliver that line with less energy, please?
Shootout of this guitar.
I didn't know what you were playing.
All right.
I'll point.
One word to describe Terminal. Relentless.
No. All right, cool.
I one thing that, did you want them to go into more detail about that Pantera, the reference?
I think that I might be the best reference for that story. Let's say when they were kids.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Dad perspective.
Got it.
Yeah.
We'll love that.
I also
we gonna
think
stop
I'm like
here,
a lot of the.
Yes.
You want Liam a lot of just for the joy. That's the beauty of editing your own videos. None of that gets out.
Oh, hold up. If we diss Liam, maybe he holds on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah! So I guess I did a yeah there.
I don't want to be made to look difficult in this series.
I don't think you look difficult at all. I think this is good.
Hey, Rex.
decide.